Hello my YouTube friends, it's me, your old buddy Magnum over here at Magnum Videos. It's about 5:30 and I'm getting hungry. So let's head out to the kitchen and see what we can find to cook. I'll meet you there. Alrighty, here we are in the kitchen and I found some boneless pork loin country style ribs. And I was raised on country style cooking, my parents both being from Tennessee, and a lot of fried foods, a lot of fish, a lot of quail and dove, and I also ate quite a bit of this. My dad made great barbecue sauce, and when he barbecued ribs he always used a little bit of liquid smoke. So we're going to give these a few drops of Wright's liquid smoke, and I highly recommend this. It's a great product. We'll baste these with a little bit of that, and then we're going to put on a little bit of salt and pepper. Meanwhile, I will turn the heat on. And I mentioned last time that I was going to tell you a story about my Uncle Doyle. If you watch the Don't Pee in the Closet video, then you probably remember that I mentioned that. But before I do that, I want to mention my good friend E. Bomey and his lovely wife, Ms. Bomey. I watched one of his videos today showing how he makes his chili, and it looks really, really good. So if you're a chili lover, I would highly suggest that you watch that video because he puts all the right stuff in it. So anyway, we're going to let this start cooking, and while it's cooking, I will begin telling you the story of my Uncle Doyle Webb. Now, Doyle was married to my mother's sister, Clara, and they had a son named Stephen. And Doyle worked for a company that sold printing, and it had something to do with yellow pages, phone directories. But anyway, he traveled a lot. He was out of town a great deal. He drove a brand new Lincoln, which a lot of the people around there didn't even have a car, and Doyle had a Lincoln. His son Stephen had a Corvette. I think it was either a 59 or 60. I'm not sure what year it was, but it was one of the old C1 models with the cove, the white cove painted onto the side, behind the front fender. Nice car. Anyway, Doyle, nobody really knew how Doyle managed to make so much money, but it turned out that Doyle was a gambler. And in his travels across town or across the state, he always found a card game going on somewhere. And he didn't always win, so he said, but he didn't actually lose a lot either, because it appears that Doyle was gambling with counterfeit money. And Doyle had an arrangement with someone to print this for him. And so the good thing is that when he lost, he didn't really lose anything. But when he won his counterfeit bills back, plus the real money that the other guys were throwing into the pot. And there were stories that a lot of times he would wake up in the morning and there would be like a brand new television sitting on his front porch. I guess someone was paying off a gambling debt. I don't know. But anyway, it seems that the feds were getting close to closing in on this counterfeit operation, and Doyle decided to build a new patio behind his house, and he called in some people and had them excavate and start pouring the concrete. And the story has it that the printing plates actually went into the concrete on that patio. So the plates were never found, and Doyle never got in trouble for that. But anyway, that's the story. It's kind of a legend in the family. And I forgot to mention, Doyle was about probably 6'4", and just I would say a movie star look. He was extremely handsome. And so that's all I know about that story. So we're going to continue cooking these little pork loin chops, and as soon as these get up to another stage that we're ready to do something else, I'll get back with you. So stick around. It'll only be like a second or so for you. Alrighty, the pork loin is getting browned on the edges. I was going to just sear this and put it in the oven to bake, but I've decided it'll be quicker to just go ahead and cook them in the griddle the whole way through. We've also got some brown sugar and honey, or brown sugar and something, baked beans going on back here, and these are going to have to cook a little bit longer, and I'll get back with you in just a minute when we get a little bit closer. So just as before, it's only going to be about a second or two before we're back, so stay right there. Alrighty, the pork chops are getting about ready to put the sauce on. The beans are nice and hot, and the beans, I couldn't remember a while ago, but the beans are actually brown sugar and bacon. So that's ready. The only thing left here is we've got some dinner rolls that I've put a little bit of butter on top of. We've got the oven heated to 350, and we're going to set that for about 9 minutes. And while that's cooking, we're going to put a little bit of Sweet Baby Ray's. Can you read that? Is that focused? Okay. A little bit of Sweet Baby Ray's on these ribs, and just let them continue to sit there in their sizzle in their own juices. Okay, that means the oven is at temperature. We actually went in 30 seconds early, but that's okay. One of my viewers was very concerned about the knife I was using on the Don't Pee in the Closet video. So she sent me a whole set of beautiful serrated carving knives and chopping knives and paring knives and steak knives and It was a beautiful set. So I'm using those this evening, Melody. And thank you very much for that. So this is their first time being used. So we're going to let this sauce thicken up on here for a bit while the rolls are cooking. The beans are ready to go, and we're just about ready. So stay right there. The next thing you see is going to be a plate full of this scrumptious goodness. All right, there it is. We've got our buttered rolls, we got a little bit of applesauce, our pork loin with the barbecue sauce, and our baked beans. And it looks good to me. I'm going to take it over to the table and we'll give it a taste test. So I'll meet you there in about 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. All right, here we are. I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to start off with the pork. Smells good. Mmm. Very good, very good. Little baked beans. Mmm. The beans are excellent. Brown sugar and bacon. And the hot rolls. Mmm. Perfectly done. Alrighty. I'm going to try this again. I hope you guys, I wish you guys were here. You could try this. I've got plenty. Mmm. Very good, very good. Alright. I don't know what you guys are going to do. But as for me, I'm going to eat the rest of this. So, till I see you again, even after that, you stay focused. And there you have it. It was a great meal, and I hope you enjoyed the story of the gambler. And I know that I mentioned in a previous video that the next video was going to be about the home movies, but I had to put that off because I'm not through thinking that through yet, but I'll get to that in the very near future. But until then, and until I speak with you again, and even after that, you stay focused.